This is a Dragon Blazer production, and I am the little boogeyman.
This is the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
Here we are for another week, and, getting close to one of my favorite times of the year, which is Halloween, October, and all that. But all of a sudden, Mother Nature decided, you know what, we're not going to cool down yet. Let's get hot again, just to remind you what we can do. Fucking 90, yesterday, 92.
My sincerest apologies for that.
Yeah, what the hell? You pissed her off, didn't you?
No. I was making a joke that I'm hot, so obviously it's hot outside.
We'll be here all week, folks. We'll be here all week. Touche. My bad. All right, well, we're going to start the show with two sad notes. One was just breaking. The other one has been one of the most dominating stories, and not the best stuff either.
No, it's not good stuff.
Originally, I will say that we decided, we weren't even going to talk about this, because if you listen to our show, we stay away from politics, we stay away from religion. And the reason is because we want to have fucking fun, folks. That's the reason. That's why we stay away from this stuff. It's sketchy, it's iffy, and all that. I imagine, because me and you don't even talk about that stuff a ton personally. We touch on those things, and we have agreements in a lot of places. I bet there's stuff we don't agree on. I bet there is. Sure there is.
There are.
Guess what? Doesn't mean I hate this guy. And I just think that you can call whatever you want. In my personal opinion, what you believe, the way you want to live, the way you want to identify, whatever you choose to do, it's your life. And if it's not affecting me, then I'm not going to hate you. We don't have to agree on everything. You have every right to debate stuff. You have every right to have different opinions. But I'm not going to hate you because you don't agree with me. And the problem in this country is if you don't agree with what I think, you're wrong and I hate you. The hate has to stop. It's that simple. It doesn't put your political views on the situation that we're about to talk about and the man we're about to say rest in peace to. Your political views and all that, take all those out. Just think about the human, and think about the fact that little kids and a wife were there to see their husband and their dad get assassinated because somebody didn't like his opinions and somebody didn't like the things he said. There was a lot of stuff he said I didn't like. I know my co-host as well, but
I strongly oppose pretty much almost all of his views.
But I didn't want to see the man killed.
The man didn't deserve to be shot down.
By the way, also
everyone on the internet.
I didn't agree with a lot of what he said, but boy, I like to watch his debates. I like to watch it. I did.
Okay, this may be the wrong way to say this, but I would hate watch him. Like, I would disagree with it and be rooting for whoever he was debating most of the time, but I would watch him, and it's gonna be kind of weird not having those to watch any. I mean, I guess you can always. I mean, it's on the internet, so you can always watch old ones. But
everybody knows we're talking about Charlie Kirk,
of course.
That horrible situation, and even, and I'm sure yours was the same way, right? Even on my Facebook feed, my friends are like arguing and saying, "You can't be my friend," because they have different views, and that's what the world needs is a timeout. Everybody needs to go in the corner and take a timeout.
It's been a very frustrating time because there's people out there like calling for people to get fired from their job because they disagree. Like, I've seen people complaining about people celebrating his death. I haven't personally seen that with anybody I personally know.
That part I haven't.
I have not been seeing people do. I'm hearing people saying that they are, but I'm like, I'm not seeing anybody celebrate it. I've seen people say, I'm not gonna be sad about it. I mean,
and thank you for bringing that up.
Nothing to me.
There's my point. I'm not going to sit here and tell anyone, who am I? I'm not going to sit here and tell you have to mourn. If you don't want to mourn, that's okay. But you also don't have to hate, and you don't have to praise it. And I'm not saying anybody I personally did that, but I watched a video of college kids that almost made me cry because they were asking all these kids what they thought, and every one of them basically saying, somebody had to do it. Glad he's dead. Needed to be shot.
No, this
is the future of our country saying this stuff. Like, it's not okay. It's not who did he hurt other than verbally? Did he physically hurt anybody? Like,
No,
you
no.
know?
No. Those
He was
people
an
are wrong.
influencer,
I'm
by
glad
the way. He may not be on here telling you how to do your makeup, but he was an influencer like a lot of you out there. And would you want somebody to take you out because they didn't like the nail polish you used? I'm trying to throw some humor in here. This is what we do.
Yeah,
But the
no,
thing was
that's not. That's not okay. It's not okay on either side. I've been seeing people like saying that that this is a civil war and we need a call to action because of this situation. That's not okay either. I mean, it's not like.
This is why I'm glad we brought it up, though, because we both see that part. I'm an empathetic person, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And I was in a bad place for a couple of days, just seeing all this, this hate and divide. Like, wake up call. This is what, I don't care where you live in the world, this is what the media wants. This is what they've always done. They want us divided. They want us to hate each other. They want to stir the pot. Like, you know what? If you're on TikTok and Facebook, watch some puppy videos. Watch people farting and falling. But watching the crap that rots your brain. Like, it was heartbreaking to me. It was just heartbreaking. And like I said, and the people that thought it was fake because of the video where it looks like his ring was on a different finger, I'm like, no one would do that in front of their family. No one would fake their death that way in front of their family. Come on.
I mean, unless you told your family. Like, that's the only way I could see that being a thing.
By the way, if you go back and watch videos, Charlie Kirk had a habit during these debates of moving that ring constantly from finger to finger. All the time. And you can see in his videos it was a nervous habit or something. He did it a lot, so I don't think it was fake. And by the way, the other thing that was horrible this week is the young woman on the subway. I'm sure you saw that story too that happened.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's related.
There was also a school shooting.
It's related to the politics. Yeah, school shootings, college lockdowns. Like,
I don't like talking about school shootings on here very much because
I don't like to talk about any of this. But I just wanted us to try to tell people to have some love and laugh a little and quit hating. Gosh, learn a new language. Watch funny videos. Sing.
All right. I hope I haven't brought this up, but I thought of an idea because we do these rest in pieces a lot, and quite frankly, we are a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking as kind of like a wrestling tribute. I want to do this. Rest in peace. It's like I think that'd be kind of a fun, fun. I don't know if fun is the right word in this situation, but we're a wrestling podcast and we have a guy who would say rest in peace all the time. Yeah. I got you.
That's a good idea. And if people don't listen and don't get it, no matter what we talk about, at some point we try to fucking light it up. That's what we do. We're trying to be a ray of sunshine in the world, okay?
Yeah. Now, on to that, we have someone else to talk about.
This literally happened. But rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and everybody.
Literally, as we were coming up.
Tried to hug somebody. But yeah, this morning before we started recording, I had to make this last minute. I saw breaking news that Robert Redford passed away, 89 years old.
I've seen Robert Redford in a few things, but he's not he's definitely before my time more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know who he is. I've seen him. He's also, I'm assuming he died of old age.
Yeah, I didn't see calls of
this is less a tragedy and more of just this is life. This is what happens.
Yeah, but you're right. I've seen a few Robert Redford movies, and I bet you just knew him because that's how big he was. I mean, he didn't have to be in movies. Like when we were growing up, you knew who Robert Redford was. Not he was everywhere. I actually enjoyed the movie Sneakers. I don't know if you remember that one.
I've never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
That's 96, I think. And that's a pretty good movie. But yeah, I didn't watch a lot of this stuff. But he's definitely a well-known actor. In 89,
definitely a name that I was familiar with. I can't tell you anything he's in other than, I guess, Sneakers, but I didn't know that either.
He's also real famous for playing, was it Grizzly Adams or something like that back in the 70s?
Also before my time.
Or maybe it wasn't Grizzly Adams. It was the guy that wore the raccoon hat. Anyway, something like that. But it's Davy Crockett. I think he might have played Davy Crockett.
Or
Grizzly Adams.
Not Daniel Boone?
Maybe Daniel Boone. It was one of them fucking Westerny guys. But
I'm kind of trying to look in here and see if there's what movie I have actually seen him in so far. Well, these are all. I'm assuming it's something.
I bet you've seen the one. You've probably seen the one in the 90s or early 2000s he did with Brad Pitt, and the name of it's slipping me right now. But he did a spy movie.
He did it.
Brad Pitt.
So far,
I had all this pulled up earlier, but I'm not as well prepared as people think. We do this show on the fly, kids.
I've heard of a bunch of these movies, but I've never. Oh
Yeah.
wait, that was Producers. Holy crap! I was
Oh
looking
my
at
gosh,
the wrong.
this guy.
Oh,
where's
he's
the
Alexander Pierce in Avengers Endgame. He was
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
Marvel movies.
Yeah, I forgot about his older. Yeah, he did a couple of recent ones too, like.
Yeah, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So I've definitely seen him in a few things. He was the voice of Ike the Horse in Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Spy Game? Maybe.
Yes, Spy Game. I thought you might have seen that, but if you haven't, you should watch it. It's
I've
that's a
never
good
seen
90s
Spy Game.
spy movie there.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, now we're getting to the 70s movies, and Barefoot in the Park, I think, is a big one he was in.
Sounds
That was
like
in
a plan.
67. Yeah, I guess the only thing I've really seen him in is the only thing I really seen him in was in a couple Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember who Alexander Pierce was, so
I barely remembered he was in it, so yeah, I don't think he was in like the whole. Maybe he was, but it just wasn't like a main character.
but I am familiar with him, and once again, rest in peace.
We're about to be the only podcast that has an intro for the Rest in Peace segment, folks. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna go dark or uplifting with it, you know. Yeah, all right. Now it's time to have some fun. Enough of that negativity, right?
Yeah.
Let's get off of that. All
agree.
right. So here we go. Time for bullshit corner. All sorts of good stuff to talk about today. And we're going to start with, we got it. It's a birthday. We got a birthday.
It's me. It's my birthday.
That was a way better than I did. Happy 40th birthday to Mario. And by the way, when we're talking about Mario, we're talking about the game because Mario was around before the game.
So we're talking about Super Mario Brothers, not Donkey Kong, but he was technically called Jumpman.
Yes.
But he was
But
essentially
the actual Mario itself. 40 years old. That, huh? One of my favorites. Still up here.
Well, as a 42-year-old, this really kind of, I know.
42, you young snapper, you? No, I'm 45. No matter what system, like I remember what was the first one on 64? Was it called Mario World? Super Mario World?
Actually, it was called Super Mario 64.
Makes sense.
Super Mario World was Super Nintendo.
Mario 64 was amazing. They all were.
Yeah.
I loved Mario games.
Yeah.
I
liked
Super Mario Brothers 3 would piss me off. I never beat that one to this day. I've never beat that one. So
I'm in the middle of it. I need to go back and finish it.
like
I have it on the Switch. I've been playing. I was when I was really getting into I got a Switch for Christmas. Or I got a Switch back for Christmas. I started playing through every single Mario game and Zelda game from the beginning. Now, okay, so here's what didn't happen. I did not finish Zelda 2, Link to the or whatever it's called. It's terrible. Holy crap! I hated it. I tried it. I got through one dungeon. This is not good. I'm like, you know what? I will live with not beating every Zelda if that's what I gotta play.
There was one Mario game I wasn't a super fan of, not because it wasn't good, but to me, like Dr. Mario, that was just Tetris, and I'd rather play Tetris.
Yeah.
To me, that was kind of.
I freaking love Dr.
Mario.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Tetris. I mean, it's just Tetris.
What's Dr. Mario?
Not Dr. Mario, the other one. I'm thinking of the wrong game. I'm sorry. There is a Mario game like Tetris. It's not Dr. Mario.
I'm not sure, but Dr. Mario is unique in puzzle games. I've never seen.
Oh, yeah. Then I am thinking of Dr. Mario. Maybe I just didn't play enough levels. To me,
No, Dr. Mario was the one that had a bunch of like viruses, and you put the pills on top, and you have to get like 3 of the same colored pill things to take out
Candy Crush. But I mean, right? Kind of
not even Candy Crush. Candy Crush is like the.
I must forget it, but I don't remember being a big fan of Dr. Mario.
I freaking love it. Dr. Mario is one of my favorites, and feel free to keep talking because you're gonna be reminded what it's like.
Luigi's Mansion. That's one I like. I like Luigi's
I
Mansion.
never really played it. That's I never had a GameCube. I've played it. I know what it is, but I just never really got into it.
I actually have it on. I have it on
But
the
yeah.
Switch. A newer one. They actually re-released it, or it's a newer one or the other. But I have it on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a fun one, but yeah, 40 years old, which is crazy. That means we were. Well, I was. Is that right? 40. That's just insane. I don't like to feel this old. Mario is one of the all-time greats. I'm also a fan of the movie, even though not a lot of people like it. I'm talking the live-action one. I thought it was great. It's cheesy great. I don't care.
Okay, so the movie is like
Bad but good. It's a good bad.
It's fun, ridiculous,
Yes.
but it's not a good movie, and it's a terrible Mario movie.
But it's fun. It's bad.
Yeah.
Fun. There's nothing wrong. I like bad fun movies.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's just a terrible movie.
Is the tiny heads, the lizard dudes. That's like the most Mario thing that's really in there.
And they have this. Yeah. But here we go. This is Dr. Mario, and this is literally one of my favorite puzzle games of all time. Like I love Tetris too, but I like this more than I like Tetris. Like full honesty.
Yeah.
Like it's very different from Tetris.
You say it is, but it's Tetris-like. It's just instead of shades, necessarily the colors. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. I remember. Yeah, for me it wasn't. I mean, I'm not trying to. It just wasn't my taste. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I would have Tetris. Tetris was more my thing.
If you're just saying it's a puzzle game, I mean, there are so many different types of puzzle games.
There are, but it's similar. You got to see the way I say it, that it's similar to Tetris because the way you have to move them, you got to match them right to make everything go down. I mean it in that way.
That's how.
It's not exactly the same, but it's the same thing. You're turning things and putting them in the right spot.
Well, I get that, but
I know you probably like the animated critters and everything, and it makes it more fun.
Oh, and I love the music.
And the music was good. I remember that. But yeah, I was just more with Tetris. Boring old Tetris.
There we go.
Oh, he's trying to get this. Remember, 30 seconds. 30.
Anyway, yeah, that's one of my favorite puzzle games.
Not a good time to make a laugh.
But no, that's one of my favorite puzzle games of all time is Dr. Mario. But yeah, that's like saying that that's like saying WCW is WWF. It's the exact same thing because they're both wrestling.
They're the exact same thing, but similar. WCW is the same thing, not as good, right? Same thing. So it's the same thing. I mean, they're both wrestling.
Oh,
WWF, AEW,
fighting,
not as good.
Fighting words.
WCW is dead. How's it fighting words? I mean, I love WCW.
I'm not talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the video.
I'm talking about saying about. I'm saying that about.
You don't like it, angry. But this to me is wild because we're going to talk about a TV show that's celebrating the same exact thing 40 years, and the timelines just don't seem like they should match, right? Happy 40th anniversary. The show with the greatest theme song of all time. I don't care what you fucking say.
Well, thank you for being my friend.
40th anniversary. Your honey is true. You're a pound of I still watch the show to this day. Some people laugh at me. I don't care. If you go back and watch this show is hilarious. These women say some shit.
You know what's weird? I haven't really watched much of the show. I've seen a lot of clips, and everything I see about it is great. I did. This was not one of the shows. Like most of the older shows I've watched is because my mom loved Brady Bunch. My mom loved I Dream of Jeannie. So I've seen a lot of those.
What's funny for me is not later in life. My parents weren't really much into TV, but I was a TV kid. I was just fascinated. I wanted to watch whatever the hell I could find.
Yeah.
So, even as a kid, I was watching reruns of this, but it's so hilarious. Rose is dumb as a box of rocks, and the burns on the shows. It's just
Betty White is one of my favorite humans. Was of my favorite humans on the planet.
Yes,
so yeah, I love everything I see of the Golden Girls, and I think the Golden Girls is definitely one of those classic shows that probably deserves a good watch that I've never seen. I just haven't gotten to it. I haven't,
because I'm kind of a nerd and I've watched all these documentaries and such. I also find it fascinating that these gals didn't really get along and still pulled this shit off. Like, you know,
well, they say
they were all big stars,
like each other.
Right? I mean, all these were established stars when they got together, and apparently there were egos and such. Go figure, and fights and such. But they got the job done, and the shit was hilarious. So, you know, they say in wrestling enemies do the best. Maybe that's in real life too, right? You do your job better because you hate motherfuckers. I don't know, but you would never know it watching the show. The chemistry is great, and yeah, that's still one of my favorites. If you need a good laugh, this is what the world needs.
More Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is on TV Land all week because it's the 40th anniversary. Watch some Golden Girls. Just laugh.
Another thing I love about the Golden Girls, and I've seen videos of it, is this is a show from 1985 with four very, well, I think only in their 60s, right?
I think so, according to the show.
Not our version of 60s in today's day and age, but it was surprisingly very progressive for its time.
Yes, it was.
Very progressive. So, and
a lot of cameos. Like, you can go back and watch it and see people and you know, oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. Yeah, there's like big story. There's an episode with Burt Reynolds on it, and he just shows up at the end, but you can hear the live audience because you know they had live audience then. Some shows you can hear the audience go crazy because Burt Reynolds shows up at the door and says hello, Burt Reynolds.
Like they didn't even bother trying to give him a character. He was just like,
no, because the whole story is Sophia went to this thing by herself because something happened to the girls, and she came back and claimed that she met Burt and hung out with him afterwards, and they didn't believe her. Then all of a sudden the bell rings, and he's there to pick Sophia up. I'm Burt Reynolds. I'm here for Sophia. Yeah, and then of course he says to Sophia, "Which one's the slutty roommate?" And they all say, so, yeah, just moments like that make it a great show. Wow, hilarious. That's what the world needs. Laughable. So there we go. 2 40-year anniversaries. We're old as fuck. Do you think we'll be doing this a 40th anniversary of this show? Can you see us at 8 years old still doing it? Welcome to the.
I feel like we'll have enough content to do it because WWE never stops.
Never stops.
And maybe someday we'll get AEW on a streaming site, and we can start going back and doing those.
They have started, but Max is one of those pricey ones too. But it is on Max.
I have Max.
Yeah, the brand new ones aren't there yet, but the old stuff is. Everything from the beginning is on there. Paper-wise, show-wise. They have the first 2 years, I think, is all they've uploaded so far, so it has started, yeah.
Well, we definitely don't want to start jumping into those until they start getting more. Like 2 years, we'll get through that quick.
All right, well, the next one, you have the trailer I sent you.
Oh, trailer, yes. I'm sorry.
I'm super stoked about this.
I have your picture. I don't have a trailer.
I thought I sent you the trailer yesterday. Shit. Anyway.
No, you told me that you wanted to do this trailer, but you didn't tell me. You didn't send me a specific trailer. Am I looking for a specific trailer?
It wasn't specific. It was just one of the shorter ones that I had gotten like a minute. There was like a minute and a half trailer that I picked.
There's 221, 225.
I don't really care. It just that one was just shorter. Was the only reason I picked it. So I don't care. I just want
it doesn't have anything specific.
No, there was nothing specific. It was just a shorter version of it.
All right, give me a second. I got that trailer.
While he pulls this up, we're gonna watch a trailer for something I'm very excited about. To be honest, I never thought this Stephen King novel book would be a movie. Never thought they'd do it. They are a long walk. This.
I don't know anything about this, so here I want to put this on here. I know of it, but I didn't.
I'm Ray Garrity. Call me Ray. Freeman Freeze.
And Colson's the name. Walk into my game.
I ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my kind.
To inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera. Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan.
Personally, I can't think about all that money.
You'll never find another life. I'm the less kind.
Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's
It's heavy sack to sign up for this contest. I'm not going to go through the whole rule book, but it boils down to this. If you fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour, you get your ticket. Walk until there's only one of you left. Who's ready to... What's the truth of this? This is walk or die. You walk as long as you can. But sometimes the body won't listen. For some, your heart will stop. For others, your brain. There's one winner. And no finish line.
A successful
Okay, so that looked better than I was expecting. Sorry.
Yes. And I think, which you could probably kind of tell from the trailer, I think using the people that did the Hunger Games is perfect because it's not the exact same story.
It's kind of a similar story, yeah.
Similar story, so I think those are the perfect people to.
I mean, I guess I don't know precisely why they're doing it.
I don't. There we go. Okay, I thought you disappeared. I couldn't see anything. My screen was dark.
Oh, no, it's just
From
apparently when I need to get off the full screen when I do the full screen.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's a dystopian type. It's a whole lot of money. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. The main thing I heard about it is there's a place that's doing a specific showing of this where everybody is watching the movie on treadmills and they have to walk while watching. Like, I heard a rumor that they're doing a special showing where people can like watch the movie and be on.
That might make sense, but what if it's like a 2-hour flick? You want to see if you can really do the walk? I mean, that's a cool idea. I'm not hating it.
Oh, I ain't doing it. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not doing it either. I'm not hating it, but I'm not fucking doing it. No, I'm cool. I'll watch them walk.
I'll be one of the ones that have a heart attack and then get shot. Apparently.
But I've also always been poor, so I don't care how much money's on the line. I'm not going to see if I can walk till everyone else dies. That's why there's no finish line. Only one person wins, and there's only one way to lose.
I'm not a big fan of murder, so yeah, I don't think I'd participate.
Or a heart attack, or dehydration, or who knows. You know, so yeah, I'm cool. But it does look good. Excited about that. I love me a good Stephen King movie, and they're not always good, but I think this one definitely has the potential.
This looks interesting. That's the first time I've really seen anything about it. Yeah, kind of interesting.
I took a deep breath because I was trying to stay positive, but we have to talk about season 2 of the NFL now, and I pretty much just want to curl up in a ball and cry.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow needs surgery for a turf toe. Level 3 turf toe, and will be sidelined at least 3 months. And we started 2-0. We won 2 games already. Like, we started faster than we've ever started. Now we lost Joe Burrow.
This is, if I'm correct, Burrow's 5th year, right?
6th or 7th. He's already got this contract for 5 years.
Okay, so 5-6 years, we'll say roughly. and I don't know if this is Zach Taylor or coordinators, and I don't care what anyone else says. You've had this long, and you can't protect your fucking quarterback.
You know what? I don't support that rhetoric. Here's the thing.
How do you not support that rhetoric that they don't protect Joe Burrow?
Because people are assuming that because in the past he got sacked like 9 times in one game. That's not what's happening right now. He's being protected, but every game has.
Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't not get him sacked. Here's the comparison for you. Here's some numbers. I'm talking about since he's been there. I know you can't not have sacks, but here's some numbers that we're not going to like. Okay, Andrew Luck retired young because of injuries. You know this, correct?
Yes, I'm aware.
He had a bad offensive line.
Yes.
And Andrew Luck's first 71 games, he was sacked 157 times. Andrew Luck retired at age 29. In Joe Burrow's first 71 games, he's been sacked 201 times.
I'm talking about this season.
He's 28. Yeah, but it's the whole thing. It's the whole career. Like, and it's not just like if he keeps getting hurt, he's going to have to retire. I know you can't totally prevent sacks, but I love my Bengals. I do love my Bengals. But if Joe Burrow was in Kansas City for the last 5 years, he would have way less injuries.
Well, one thing I think is a problem, and I think part is one of the problems, and I think that's partial Joe Burrow's fault, is that Joe Burrow likes to do shotgun like all the time. Like they don't mix it up; they do shotguns, and so okay.
So maybe we need a new coach.
Here's the thing. Now remember, we're dealing with Myles Garrett last.
Yeah.
An entire week 1 game, he was sacked 3 times. Now you're telling me 3 times is too many? Like in our game,
no, it's not.
This week he was sacked twice.
Our quarterback is now Jake Browning, right?
Yes.
And I love it again. I love our Bengals, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we don't lose another quarterback before the season's out, because even he had to throw the ball very quickly a lot of that game.
Yeah.
So, I know we can't be perfect, but I'm just afraid. And I think in a different team with a different coach, a different line, a different setting, I don't think he would have so many injuries and so many sacks. I'm just worried that we're not going to get anything from Joe Burrow, and we're going to lose him before his time because.
And I understand the upset, and I understand the fear and all that, but they have constantly been getting new guys. They've been constantly trying to improve
to be what you to get on your side. It could be the offensive play calling. At the end of the day, the coaches are the coaches. So maybe we need a new head coach. Maybe we need a new coordinator. Because you are right, he does go in shotgun a lot. I don't think we run enough sometimes.
Why?
Because it's a good way to protect the quarterback. Is
to my understanding, that is how Joe Burrow wants to run the offense.
And if that's the case,
unless you want to say Joe Burrow needs to go, I don't agree with
that's how Joe Burrow wants to do it, then that means Zach Taylor's giving Joe Burrow the power to call the game. So
exactly.
Maybe Joe shouldn't be calling the games. I mean, I love Joe.
Here's the problem.
It's a mixed bag because I like the quarterback to have that ability, but if it's getting him hurt and it's not working.
Well, here's the thing. That's what he likes, but that's also what's made him as successful as he's been. You take that away, is he going to be as good as that? Be risk in your choices. That is what this is. If that's what he likes, you're going to have to also deal with the risk. And unfortunately, here's the thing. I would be more concerned with Joe Burrow. And I know a lot of people are concerned about his injuries. I've even seen people saying that we need to get rid of Joe Burrow because he's too injury prone. It'd be one thing if his injuries were all the same. Once it was his finger, this is turf toe, then it was a ACL. Like, they've all been different injuries. It's not like it's the same thing over and over again. It's just all random things.
I don't think it's injury prone, and they have some different, but they all add up. That's my word.
Well, I know it sucks.
And I'm a person who would say, like, I don't want Joe to leave. I wouldn't want to get rid of him because he's injury prone, but there's there's part of me that's like, Joe may need to go so he has a fucking longer career.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not saying he's guaranteed to be safe somewhere else. There has to be something to it.
I just
Random. There's just been too many injuries.
I just know that I have literally been watching ever since that Super Bowl run.
Me too.
Every freaking season, every draft, we are drafting offensive linemen like crazy. We are getting free agents like crazy, and it has been improving. It has absolutely improved since then. But people are, because of that past, people are ignoring the improving and just want it to be perfect.
I don't want it to be
and
perfect.
People gotta realize I'm not talking about you in general, but I'm on some Facebook groups for the Cincinnati. It's driving me crazy how much doom and gloom people are saying. I mean, obviously, I am very upset right now that we lost our quarterback, but that doesn't mean that the offensive line hasn't improved. That doesn't mean other things have improved. He played all last season,
right.
But people need to recognize that you're going to get sacks, especially when you're playing someone like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is possibly the best defensive end in the entire NFL, and he gets to Joe Burrow all the time. And I would say 3 times against Myles Garrett, I know they got pressured a lot. That's not terrible.
It's not that I have post-traumatic stress. Burrow getting hurt so much.
You got PTSD, and I understand that, and I respect
this
that.
To me is more about, I guess I was unfair to the offensive line. This to me is more worried about how much of a career he has left. He keeps getting injured, even though I know they're different ones. But again, this stuff adds up. And the only bad thing about the sacks is that can lead to your brain being mush. I mean, Andrew Luck had a lot of concussions, is why he retired.
He's
50 more hits than Andrew Luck. It's just rough.
Another problem is and I love Joe Burrow, but some of this also is on him on the fact that he holds the ball too long sometimes. Sometimes he should just throw it away.
Yeah.
You know?
To be fair,
he's always...
My one criticism, which you kind of touched on, is I think Burrow always thinks he needs the long ball. The shotgun, the Hail Mary, the 80-yard pass to Chase. Like, go your tight ends. Take some of that 3-yard shit. Don't hold the ball because you want that 60-yard play.
Yeah,
like,
he just...
Throw some quick fires. But he did that in LSU, too. He likes that big play guy. He likes that.
Yeah. He just... I love him.
So to be fair, it's on him, too.
It's partially on him.
You need to adapt your style if you want your career to be longer because, 29 is young, but this is the NFL.
But at the same time, this is why he's good. And unfortunately, there's a risk to it.
So I imagine, anything can happen, but I don't think Burrow will be back this year. But
they're saying he could be back by December, and I disagree. I think Burrow will be back. And if us in the playoffs, if we can get to the playoffs and we got a 2-0, we got a nice head start. We can.
Yeah. By the way, everybody's hating on him too. He's a backup quarterback. First of all, that's his job. And
he won us the game. We're losing.
That he can win a game or two. I think he can win a game or two.
As long as he can keep us afloat.
But I think he can win. We have a good enough defense that as long as he can keep us close,
keep there. About that, our defense seems to be improved, but until I'll wait to say that.
I think we can win a few games. I don't know. Everybody's like, "Oh, your season's over." Maybe not. I think we can win.
The good thing is that 2 weeks in a row, we won close games. In the last season, we were in these games and we were losing these close games. Yeah. So,
you know what we like to always say, or at least I do, like with the backup. He has absolutely nothing to lose.
True.
Nothing to lose. He can go out there and he has no pressure because you're just the backup. So he could lose every game and they'll give him crap, but he's a backup. Like those guys, sometimes are the best ones to have.
I'd like him to go out there and pick someone up.
Right, and there's talk of that. Did you hear the craziest rumor? It's just a rumor right now.
I know a lot of people want us to try to get Jameis Winston or Kirk Cousins if possible.
Yeah, there's this rumor which I don't want to believe that they may try to go after Shadir.
I've heard that too.
Why would you
Well,
do that?
he's a young
I'm not saying
quarterback.
he's got Shadir could be good. The problem is his family and his father and how it's influenced him. That's the problem himself. He's his own worst enemy. That's kind of his problem.
We'll see. I
mean,
I
he's been
don't
pulled
see
over
the
like
Browns
3 times already.
trading Shadir.
I don't either.
I
But
don't-
I think they will try to find something else. You need someone else just in case Browning goes in.
Well,
Or
you
you
have
might-
to because right now the only other quarterback we have is on the practice squad. So we have to at least pick up one more person.
But I wouldn't mind seeing us grab a veteran if one's available. I don't care who it is. It's just
I'd like one of these journeymen. It would be be nice.
journeyman would be nice to have.
But we need something for the backup. So
All right, well, I think I'm ready to talk wrestling news.
wrestling.
Wrestling. Isn't that what this is? A wrestling show?
Oh, is it?
Look, this first thing I'm really excited about, it's a piece of merchandise. And before I reveal this piece of merchandise, I don't know if you got to see this, but Mommy was at a con over the weekend.
I have
Comic
seen
Con.
this.
You saw that she was murdered. It was great.
Yeah.
So you did see this, and here we go. Hot Topic will have these, by the way. We got a Art and Mommy crossover.
I wouldn't mind this shirt.
Okay.
Actually.
Has a blade that's about to kill you ever looked so good?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, look at that knife.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind having one of these either. This is cool. This is a very cool,
as a wrestling fan and a horror fan, this is a great matchup.
perfect mashup.
Actually, you know what I'd like more?
What's that?
If they made a shirt with Liv Morgan and
Oh, yeah.
Chuck.
We should have got one of those. They missed an opportunity there. Absolutely should have got that.
Because I like Terrifier. I've watched the first two. Me and my daughter really enjoyed it. It's
Yeah, of
ridiculous. It's absolutely
I've watched the
ridiculous.
first two as well.
I'm trying to wait. The third one is now on Peacock, and I'm trying to wait for my daughter. I'm trying to wait for my daughter to come up from college to watch it with me because that's who I watched the first two with. I want to watch it with her.
You're there.
So I like Art the Clown. I find him entertaining, and I love Mommy. So I wouldn't mind this.
There's another wrestling tie-in too, because Jericho is also a Terrifier.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There you go. Well, the next piece of news, I didn't call it maybe, but I saw this coming. They had their Worlds Collide this weekend, which was their next event with AAA. And Dirty Dom is now double belt Dom, baby. Dominic won the AAA Mega Championship.
Double belt.
Double belt Don, baby. He is now the AAA Mega World Champion, and he is a star in fucking Mexico, man. Look at that smile on his face.
I like Tom. I do like
I
Tom.
do too, and it was great because Ray was there, of course, because it was AAA, and they made Ray hand to Dom the belt. A great moment where Ray had to hand the title over and act like he hated doing it.
And he was probably proud of shit.
I wouldn't be surprised, because Ray's actually mentioned this before too. I wouldn't be surprised at some point in Mexico at one of these AAA shows if we don't see Ray versus Dom. And I would also not be shocked if it was a mask versus hair match. I can see this coming. This would be huge if they did this in Mexico. By the way, the AAA shows are on the YouTube page. If you haven't checked them out, they're so entertaining. Just really check them out.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Dom, the new double champ, baby. I hope he wears the Triple Mega Championship on Raw as well. I hope he has it with him. He should. There's no reason he shouldn't. They own the company.
Right.
So not, so. All right. Well, now we're going to talk about WrestlePalooza. We're going to make some picks. It's this weekend. So.
All right.
And the fifth match is not on this graphic because I don't know if you got to see on SmackDown, but the American Nightmare made his return. Cody is back. He's either done filming Street Fighter or he's just done for now. But I did not expect Cody to be back for WrestlePalooza. And I also didn't expect him to be on the card, but he is. Cody will defend the title against Drew at WrestlePalooza. And I believe that might start the pay-per-view. Since Brock and Cena's the main event, I could see Drew and Cody kicking off the show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, even though it's not on the graphic, we're going to pick that match first. Cody versus Drew. I mean, come on. I see Cody.
He's coming back from not an injury, but he's coming back. Yeah, it's probably going to be.
That's the way they portrayed it, though. He's been gone ever since Drew gave him that Claymore through the announce table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't not go with Drew. the next match we're going to talk about, and I got to kind of backtrack with it too, but we're getting an Usos reunion. The Usos are reuniting to take on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, I predicted that I thought at Clash of Paris, Jay was going to turn and join the division, but we found out the other member of the division was actually Becky Lynch. But there was a backstage segment with the Usos on Raw, and there's a little bit of tension, with the Usos. So it intrigues me a little. I still think we might see a turn here, and it could be here. I don't know that for sure. Because I also heard they wanted the Usos to have another run. So I really don't know how to pick this match. I mean, Bronson and Braun have been losing every match they're in. So this one's a hard one to pick. The Usos are one of the best tag teams ever.
Return of Usos, I think I'm going to go with the Usos.
I'm going to go with the Usos too, but I still think we might see like a interaction. I don't know. I just have this feeling. Maybe they'll reunite for a while and they'll end up feuding again. Who knows? But I'm going to go with the Usos as well.
Yeah.
We're also going to decide a new women's champion. Vacant women's title on the line. It's going to be Io Sky against Stephanie Vaquer. I have Vasquez. Okay, Vasquez. I'm picking Stephanie. I think it's her time. I think that's who they're going to put the belt on. I think Stephanie. You're wrong, but I think they're going to put the belt on.
I think it's Stephanie.
Oh my gosh! If we keep picking all the matches the same, everybody's going to think no. They might all end up with Rollins and Becky Lynch against CM Punk and AJ Lee. Come on, it's AJ's return. Punk and AJ.
Yeah, definitely Punk and AJ. Sorry, that's not a question.
Of course, and I loved, by the way, I don't know if you got to see Raw, but I loved on Monday Night Raw how, of course, Seth and Becky came out, but they come out to their music, and then Punk and AJ came out together. And Punk said, I had to sit here and listen to two horrible songs. But I was okay with putting Cold personality on the back burner so AJ could light it up. He also said immediately when he got in the ring, I'm not going to waste anybody's time. I'm AJ Lee's husband. I didn't say I'm CM Punk, but anyway, we know that's kind of who's going to win. And then we got our main event, Cena versus Lesnar. And the way things are going, I think Cena's going to win. I don't even know if they're going to. I think Cena might win all the way out.
I hope he wins because fuck Lesnar.
Also, I don't know if you got to see it on SmackDown, but Lesnar F5 R3 so hard he ripped his jeans. I don't know if you got to see that on the internet, but he literally his jeans ripped when he gave R3.
So has the internet already done like a you ever watch SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I ripped my pants.
What I found funny too is Brock broke character on the way back to the locker room, and Stu, the cameraman, we all knew his things because of Cena, and he said, "Stu, I ripped my fucking pants," and he started laughing. But fuck Brock, Cena kick his ass. All right,
well, kick his ass. Agreed.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about our next piece of big news, and my feelings have changed a little bit on this because I listen to Conrad Thompson's podcasts. I share that all the time. He has podcasts with everybody, and I was listening to him and JBL talk today about this. But it's officially been announced that WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And of course, we know that a lot of people have political and such opinions about the WWE being over there. But this kind of goes back to the things I was saying with the Charlie Kirk thing. I was listening to Conrad. I'm giving you a cheap plug, Conrad. I'm sure you don't listen to our podcast, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Save someone with Conrad Thompson. Okay. He's a mortgage guy too. Anyway, on his show, this is what he said. He said, if you put everything else aside, think about the kids over there that are going to get to go to their first WrestleMania. Because again, I'm not going to hate the whole country because of the way certain things are there. Think about the people there. Think about how this crowd's going to be having a WrestleMania over there. And believe it or not, JBL said, I know it's just wrestling, but this can be good for this country. Like, even though it was a small thing, just the fact that women can wrestle there now, even though they have to cover up, that's a big deal. So it just kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? This is good for the people there that live there, that aren't horrible people that are just stuck in a country with some things that we don't agree with. So I'm happy for the residents that the event will be there. That's what I'm going to do.
Still don't like it.
That's just my, view. And the bottom line of it, we know why this happened. I mean, the bottom line of it is Vince would have never done it because of his old school beliefs. Yes, Vince made the deal with Saudi. Everybody that knows Vince says Vince would never put Mania there because of his old school beliefs. At the end of the day.
Well, see, now you're giving me two arguments. Like, I don't like it, but then fuck Vince. So, like, now I'm like, well, now I support it. Fuck Vince.
Well, the point of it, though, is saying that at the end of the day, TKO is about business and money, and cities have to pay to rent that WrestleMania, and nobody was going to outbid Saudi Arabia. I mean, that's just what it really comes down to brass tacks. I mean, also is the reason John Cena's last match isn't in Boston. Cena was in Boston at Raw last night. That was his last Raw. That was his last appearance in his hometown. Same thing happened. Washington offered more money. They're trying to say, oh, well, maybe they weren't paid. So maybe no. Washington, D.C. just offered the most money to have John Cena's last match. That's how this works. It's a business. So it's going to be interesting. Remember, next year the Royal Rumble's in Saudi. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that goes and what reception is like. So there you go. All right, well, I think I actually made it through everything except one more thing, unless you had something to add.
I do not know.
All right, then we all know what time it is. It's time for...
The Chic Tweet of the Week.
Chic Tweet.
And this week it's another musical reference. And by the way, I hope no one thinks this is morbid. But now when I do the Sheik tweaks, I look at when they were done because I want to know if it was actually the Iron Sheik or if it's his family.
Well, yeah.
They still keep it alive. This was actually the Iron Sheik. Again, it's another musical reference. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand, you dumb son of a bitch.
Yes, this is a Tonic song. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand.
I love it.
You dumb son of a bitch.
I want to point out that I love right away my co-host knew it was the fucking Tonic song. Because a lot of people know that song, but I bet a lot of people wouldn't know the band.
If you could only
Everybody
see
knows
my
that song.
Tonic, yeah. I love that song.
Cool.
And when I was, okay, so I have a little bit of a story with this song, sort of. And the reason why I remember the name of this band is because, quite a few years ago, we're talking like 10, 15 years ago, I made it to quote-unquote Hollywood Week for what was called Wooster Idol.
Okay.
So just a American Idol ripoff that's a local.
Right.
A local American Idol ripoff at like local bars where I would go to karaoke. And so I did that and I made it to Hollywood Week. First I sang not Billy Joel. Piano Man. Oh yeah, that's
Billy Joel.
Yeah, that is Billy Joel. So I sang Piano Man first, and the judges were like, you know what? We like you. We think you scream a little too much with that song. We'd like to hear you would sing a different song. So then I sang Elton John. Why can't I think of the name of it? It's one of his slower love songs. Your song.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So I sang that one, and that got me through to Hollywood Week. So I was trying to figure out. Now at Hollywood Week, we had to sing the song, and we had to do a cappella. So I had it to 3 different songs because one of my friends suggested this song, Tonic, If You Can Only See. So I was debating on this one. I was debating on Creep by Radiohead because my cousin said that she thinks like we would play rock band. She's like, you do really good on Creep. And then the other one was, and you're going to be shocked because you know how much I love country music. But there's one country artist I really liked back then, and that was Garth Brooks. So Thunder Rolls. I ended up going with Thunder Rolls. Yeah, I didn't get any farther. But Tonic was one that was suggested to me by my best friend. He's like, I think that's a good a cappella song. I just didn't know the song as well back then to where I wasn't as comfortable. Where Thunder Rolls, I kind of knew all the words without learning it. You know, I already had a leg up on Thunder Rolls. Same with Creed.
Exactly.
I knew that one pretty well, and it's not.
I would have done the same thing. I would have went with something that I knew.
Yeah.
And
don't get me wrong. I know Tonic and I know this song.
But you want to say something you're confident in and you need better.
Yeah. This is a song that I would be confident and comfortable with singing at karaoke, but as an a cappella song, I wasn't confident enough.
Makes sense.
So yes, I know who Tonic is, and I know who sings this song because it was kind of a big part of a situation.
Baby loves the Tonic too.
I also am a trivia host and love trivia, so I kind of know these. I do know a lot of artists, especially one-hit wonders like Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah,
you knew that.
If you listen to our show, you kind of know we're a little into music because we break out random songs.
Yes.
Lots of times.
So yeah, I know this song, and I know. Yeah, I caught the reference as soon as I saw the lyrics.
Great shit. All right, well, we're ready. We're ready, and I'm kind of excited because I don't think I've ever seen this. It's main event time.
I know I've never seen this.
Yes, and here we go. I'm pretty positive I've never seen this either. It's WWF Rebellion from October 3rd, 1999, Birmingham, England, the National Indoor Arena, 13,500 people. And I'm pretty sure I've never seen it because one is UK exclusive. And even when I would go back on the Peacock or the network to watch old stuff, it was usually the big pay-per-views. Like I wasn't searching, the weird.
You weren't doing what we're doing.
No.
You were going back and
SummerSlams,
WrestleMania, SummerSlam,
things like that. Yeah.
Maybe a King of the Ring.
Like a bash now and then, something like that. But yeah, Rebellion would have been something I'd be like, oh, I haven't. Yeah, so that and I love wrestling, but again, this was one of the UK exclusives. So it's gonna be fun.
Now, you know one thing I'm curious based on this cover art, right? Why the 3? Was that just a fun little, or was there an actual purpose for the 3 instead of E and Rebellion?
It's just a backwards E. I don't know why.
I'm aware of that, but that traditionally means you're referencing the 3.
Nothing that I know of. Nothing that I ever read or anything.
I know. I'm saying I'm curious when we watch it if we will get
maybe. Well, I thought you were maybe asking because normally I know a lot of shit about wrestling.
Well, I was sort of also asking to see if
this particular case, it
just feels like a purpose. We have 4 different rebellions.
3, 4 of them. I knew.
I just looked it up on the cock, so
now
I saw.
Always looking at the cock. Okay. There could be an actual meaning behind it, or I know a few times throughout the years, little things like this happen because they want to fuck Vince because he doesn't know what anything is, So there's that too sometimes. Like they still swear that when The Godfather was popular, Vince didn't know all the drug references The Godfather was making. If you talk about like blunts and certain things like that, and it's possible. I mean, I'm sure Vince knew what weed was, but if he's not hip to culture, he wouldn't know. So
he's not hip.
There could be a possibility. This could be somebody's like, let me do this. Yeah. There could be an actual. Who knows? But either way, I'm excited. I've never seen it. We're going to see how you squeeze 10 matches into a 2.5-hour pay-per-view.
It could be as simple as the name is Rebellion, so you rebelled by making it.
Part of me wonders. Now I'm going to be googling when we're watching because I'm also wondering too if there was any kind of movie or album or anything that came out this time that had a similar thing, like a culture. I'm wondering if it was a particular culture thing at that time.
Oh, see, I was assuming it was maybe this ship threat reference or something.
I don't think there's a triple threat. I know the main event is, and I could be wrong. But main event's rocking Triple H, baby. Or Boomer Blaze. You don't want to smoke. Bring your chair. All right, well, I'm ready. If you're ready, let's watch Rebellion. Okay, so here we go with Rebellion. Interesting commentary team. We actually have Jim Ross and Michael P.S. Hayes. Commentary. Interesting. Kind of
Yeah,
sad that we
confused. What happened? What happened to Jerry?
I don't know. They might have just done it because of I don't know the specific reason. It might have just done it because this is one of those special pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Could be the reason. We did have one dark match, by the way. It was Christian defeating Crash Holly in a dark match. And random side note, I cheated a little bit, and there is a triple threat later. Now, I don't know if that's why they have the reversey, but there is a three-way dance in this. So, anyway, we kick off with the fucking heat-seeking magnet itself, JEFFJRE2, who comes to the ring with Miss Kitty and a vacuum.
Oh, my gosh.
With a vacuum.
So, I'm sorry. I know we've already gotten a little too political on this podcast already, but all I can think of is conservatives are like, yeah, Jeff Jarrett, you're right.
You're not wrong saying that joke, right?
And I'm just, I could just.
We all know women are good for three things: cooking, cleaning, and making babies.
And I'm just, I could literally, if this match happened today, you can just literally hear them saying, booing D'Lo Brown for being woke.
Yes. How dare you be woke, D'Lo? How dare you?
How dare you, D'Lo, for not thinking that women should be in the kitchen making you sandwiches?
We get Jared on the mic saying all this, and then he asks for someone to come prove it for £1,000. Well, he kept switching between £1,000, $1,000. Not the same, Jeff, because of the differential. They're close to the same amount, but not quite. But
right.
Woman comes out of the audience, runs the vacuum, and then Jeff Jarrett pushes her down and puts her into figure four. And I tried to research, and I cannot find out if this was just, it couldn't have just been a random woman. There's no way some random fan was okay with Jeff Jarrett putting a figure four on her. I just don't think that's a thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
I disagree.
I tried to Google it.
If I was a fan in that audience, I'm like, you wanted him to do what? Absolutely, let me do it. They probably had to sign a waiver to
That's
do
what I'm
it.
saying is I think she had to know is what I meant to say. Of course, as a wrestling fan, you're going to be like, hell yeah, but she had to.
100%.
It wasn't just a random pull like, oh, hey, you.
Well, no, there's no way they threw her in there and was like, oh, I'm not telling you what he's about to do.
But I looked it up just out of the curiosity of wondering if it happened to be somebody's, something like a relative or anything. But it looks like it was just a lucky random fan. I think
they normally get like an indie wrestler to do these kind of things.
Usually, she was probably a plan of some kind.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I liked about this first match, by the way, and it does say it's for the Intercontinental title because it was, but they announced at the beginning because D'Lo is the European champion and Jeff is the Intercontinental title. They were going to flip a coin to decide which person went first. By the way, we forgot to mention China saved the woman that was being put in the figure four. China came out for the save. And Jeff Jarrett got beat up a little bit by China. Then we proceeded to the coin flip, and it was decided the match was for the Intercontinental title. Here comes D'Lo, and these two put on a hell of a match. We got to see D'Lo do all his great stuff. The power bomb that I forget what he calls it, but there's a little bit of running power bomb. We got the leg drop.
Yeah.
It had everything you wanted. We had power bombs, leg drops, and kittens. Oh my! Or at least one kitten, Miss Kitty, about to be Miss Jerry the King Lawler here in a moment, but. And of all the things and all the ways to win, Jeff Jarrett cleaned up on this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cleaned right up on this one, right? Wasn't a guitar shot this time.
No, it was not.
This is why we love wrestling, because Miss Kitty distracted the referee and Jeff Jarrett hit D'Lo Brown with the fucking vacuum cleaner.
And then issued a challenge.
He did. He issued a challenge for later tonight. He said he wants China again. He wants to end this thing tonight at Rebellion. So are we going to see China and Jeff again? Who knows, because there's 75 matches on this. This feels like an old NWA. This feels like one of our first NWA pay-per-views.
Oh, yeah.
75 matches on the card, Just to put it in perspective, WrestleMania has like 7 now. And it's a 12-hour pay-per-view. This has 10 matches in 2 hours. 2:20. But anyway, it was a great way to kick off the pay-per-view. I love the heat from Jeff Jarrett. You can never do it today. He'd get canceled. I love China's save, and I love the vacuum cleaner spot. It was a great opening match. I'm going to give this 4 kitties, even though there's only 2. I loved this match. This was entertaining. It was a great way to start.
I liked it as well. I'm gonna go with 4 woke ideologies.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. He couldn't even get it out. So I knew it was going to be everybody's woke. By the way, side note, fucking have to give Jeff Jarrett 4 stars. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Kills me.
You know, you hate Jeff Jarrett, but he is such a good heel. He
By the
really
way,
is a good heel.
Not to bring down the show, but to go with the theme for today, I don't actually hate Jeff Jarrett, folks. Okay? Not like that kind of hate. I hate the character, Jeff Jarrett, or whatever. But
I don't know. I'm not a fan of him either, but he is a decent.
Right. But he's a decent human, as far as I know. Anyway.
I didn't say a decent heel. I didn't say he was a decent human. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Fuck Jeff Jarrett. That's the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
We don't know Jeff Jarrett. He could be a piece of shit. I don't know.
I don't know if he's a piece of shit. I'm just
I know
saying.
he caused a lot of trouble in the locker room. He held people up for money. I know that much.
That's nice.
That's nice. Well, Christmas present. Warrior used to do that shit too. But anyway, great way to kick off the pay-per-view. Fun first match for Rebellion. And we do know because they told us the main event is Rock and Triple H in a steel cage. Yeah. Yeah. Sign me up for that. That's going to be good. All right. Well, let's see what's next.
I just looked at the match card and I see the tag team match that triple threat you're talking about, and I am excited.
We also have, I believe, a 4 corners match.
A 4-way match, yeah.
4-way. Hey. That's definitely not gay. 4-way.
All right. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, so our next match. This is one I'd love to have to explain if you had a non-wrestling fan over in your house. How do you explain a pimp fighting a vampire with hose surrounding the ring? Just fun to think about. We're not wrestling fans, so we kind of just laugh at this. But really, how would you explain this to somebody? This isn't how to get people into wrestling, right?
In this world at this time, I'm surprised Gangrel didn't bring down a bunch of vampire hoes. Like,
I think vampire hose would have been great.
Oh my gosh, I would have been loving this.
But Godfather comes out in
the amount of ass we saw in this one match, and I'm not talking about the men.
The first line of the
there's little to imagination.
Yeah, when the Godfather came out, the first line was, "Where's the hose?"
The hose were there.
London, yeah. Then the next line was, "Oh, we have hose aplenty."
Yes, we do. All the hose.
It was all about the hose. Gangrel comes out with his like blood dripping, look at all evil and stuff, and Godfather's like, "What? You want a hoe, don't you?" They give him a hoe, like, oh, wrestling. This is wrestling.
Godfather's throwing out hoes like he's Oprah. You get a hoe. You get a hoe. You get a hoe. Look under your seats. Everyone has a hoe.
Before we got on air, my co-host was like, "I don't know if I'd want my kids to watch this."
I don't know.
By the way, this is an example of what they say Vince didn't know. Like when he said, "Let's roll up a fatty for this pimp daddy," like Vince didn't know what "let's roll up a fatty" meant, is what they claim. Like,
you gotta wonder what do you think Vince McMahon thought it meant.
Right.
What did he think he was thinking? Let's roll up a fatty.
Are we honestly supposed to believe that Vince didn't realize what this character was? Because I don't know if I can buy that. Like,
I don't know. I don't.
But anyway, yes, we had a hoe train, and we got to see a lot of TNA, and I don't mean the wrestling company.
Yes, we did.
But other than that, this match was fine. But this was kind of felt like a Monday Night Raw match or something. Like there was no story. It was to get the hose out there.
This match was like what happened to the referee. It was smothered with hose.
Look, Tim White getting smothered by the hose at the end was the best part of the match.
Poor Tim White. He was probably married and had to explain to his wife.
Dancing in the center of the hose. Next thing you know, he's on the ground, and the hose are just, dancing.
I just imagine Tim White had to have a talk with his wife, like, "Honey, you're gonna see some things."
This is something else
part of the show
all the time too. Like these people when they're married, I'm just like, how do you even approach anybody with some of this shit?
I don't fucking know. Like
I can't remember the exact year he got married, but Godfather, I believe, gets married while he's still doing this gimmick, and he's still married to his wife to this day. But I believe he gets married while he's still doing all this. Now, listen, honey, I'm a pimp at work. but it's not a real pimp. Just play a pimp on TV.
Well, in fairness, this is technically this would be no different as if he was on a TV show and he was playing a pimp. Right. He's getting paid to do this. It is a job.
It's again, for all you people that don't understand why we like wrestling, it's because it mixes all that. It's sports, it's theater, it's fucking entertainment. This is why we love wrestling. True.
Even I imagine there was some uncomfortable talks at home. Unless maybe Tim White, maybe they picked Tim White because he wasn't married. Maybe he was single.
I would have. They're like, either way, it's just part of wrestling. Like we talked about this a few weeks ago when Eric Bischoff talked about how uncomfortable it is to make out with Linda McMahon with Vince right there. You know, imagine that conversation Eric had to have with his wife too. Okay, honey, so this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to make out with Linda and Stephanie. While Vince yells, "Give him more tongue." You're cool with that, right?
I just imagine how horrible the conversation he had with Linda when he was suggesting, I think I should have an affair with my daughter on the television.
And have a baby. Anyway.
And have a baby.
This match was fine. There was nothing bad about it. But again, to me, it just didn't feel much like a pay-per-view match. But there was some funny commentary. And it was just watching the whole thing. You're like, yeah, this wouldn't happen today. Godfather got canceled.
I don't imagine that either of these two people. Well, maybe Gangrel.
Gangrel you could probably pull off because there's still some, Rhea's kind of, she's not playing a supernatural character, but Rhea's definitely a dark, gothic for sure. But anyway, I'm just going to give this, it's not even close to the last match. I'm going to go 2.5. It wasn't horrible, but it was just there. 2.5 hoes.
Look, I'm not even going to go where 0.5 hoe would be. Out of respect of some of the people that have been on our show.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about the half hoe. No half hoes here, but
I'm not cutting off hoes. It's 2. It's two hoes for me.
No just cutting hoes for
two. I wish there were some vampire hoes.
We should be bookers. I don't know why we're not.
Yeah, why did you not come out with some vampire hoes, Gangrel?
Right. You missed opportunity.
Imagine how hot it would be, a bunch of vampire hoes with blood just dripping down their body. Okay, I have a weird...
Anyway. No, I'm the same way. No, I get it. Dark off chick, yes. Why do you think everyone loves Mommy? You're not out there looking like a Barbie like
that's true. That's true.
Come on.
Ooh,
she just got killed by Art the Clown, and I bet guys went home and, well, never mind. We know what they probably did, but we won't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno on the show.
They were honking their horns. Honk, honk.
Rhea getting her throat slit. Yes. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on from the hoses.
Move on.
See what's next. All right. So our next match, like, what were we doing? Didn't we miss an opportunity? Why is the porn star coming out now? Why didn't he fight the pimp?
I'm surprised he didn't just come out with the pimp. I mean,
right. Like, what the fuck
were they ever a tag team? I feel like Val Venus and the Godfather would have been a great tag team combination.
They were in Right to Censor, but I don't know if they ever teamed up before then. Because in Right to Censor, he was a good fighter.
Not at the right time.
Yeah, I don't know if they teamed up before that or not. But here's our next match: Val Venus versus Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry. And it was fine.
I believe this is the first time we've gotten Sexual Chocolate's music.
Yeah, but he had the full entrance this time. We got the music, we got the lighting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this Titantron video, but they actually sold a shirt like that too. It looked like the Hershey chocolate bar logo, but it said Mark Henry Sexual Chocolate. Yeah, I remember that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, like, this was whatever, but the crowd wasn't really into it. Again, I think it's because there's no story. How many times have we punched in that? I get why they're doing it. It's a special pay-per-view. They're trying to put as many people on here as they can. So, and when you're having this many matches, everyone can't be, a 5-star. It was fine, but again,
what's
Monday Night Raw match, like, what's that?
All these short matches, every single one of these matches have had promos and stuff before, which I love because, I mean, one of the things we seem to miss with a lot of these older pay-per-views is we don't get to see a lot of their promos. And I loved a lot of the promo work of a lot of these wrestlers.
I'm glad you're bringing that up. We're getting a lot of promos, and they're telling us stories they're trying to tell throughout the whole thing. There's a lot of China stuff going on, and then we also saw Bulldog backstage, and this is his big return. And where else better to have it than in Birmingham? But he has to face the most dangerous man on the roster, X-Pac.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't throw British Bulldog in at the main event because of him
Just
being
because.
British Bulldog.
Yeah. But like I said, this match was just kind of there. Your graphic for the match is better than the match was. Not because it was a bad match. It was just there. And that's okay. They don't all have to be barn burners. I'll give it. But the best part about it, we got to see a money shot, baby.
We got a money shot, and I like that we finally got Sexual Chocolate's theme.
And I get it that Val's finishing maneuver is just kind of like a frog splash or whatever, but you, like me, love good puns, and it's one of the best names ever for a finisher. So, fucking money shot for a porn wrestler? Come on.
Yeah,
it's right up there with.
And it's perfect for a wrestling.
Yes.
Like, it's a perfect wrestling name. I mean, if you don't know it's for a porn star, it's still like the money shot. It's still a good name, you know?
But if you know what the money shot means and you know he's a porn star, just to hear the commentators say Val just gave Mark Henry a money shot for the win, it's good stuff.
I'm surprised he didn't have a super kick and called it the facial.
He deserves all this. Just let's cut right now. See you next week. I'm not gonna beat that shit. Like, facial.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good week. We'll see you next time. We're not gonna beat that. Anyway, I'm gonna give this, as much as I'd love to talk all day, we're trying to keep some of them short because there's 875 matches. I'll give this a 2. It was fine, but it was just there.
I'm gonna give it 2 facials.
2 facials, dude. That's the super kick. We got to call Val right now. Tell him that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't matter though.
Call 90s Val to change something up.
He don't give money shots anymore. He just sells ounces and vapes and stuff now. So he's your local legal weed dealer now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. All right.
I love that he went from porn star to weed dealer.
Isn't it like the perfect life?
Yeah.
I was a porn star in wrestling, and now I sell marijuana, and I'm rich from it.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right. Well, let's move on and see what's next.
Been ready.
All right, so before we talk about our next match, we got to talk about this backstage segment. Listen, so I know we haven't ranked these matches very high, but this whole pay-per-view so far has reminded me why I love wrestling. We go backstage, we got a very angry Bulldog marching towards Vince McMahon's locker room, and he barges in, and you see Stephanie to the side, and you see Vincent Chain in the corner, and he's yelling about his championship shot, and blah, blah, blah. And then he picks up a wire trash can that we can assume is metal, full size, throws it, and it hits Stephanie, and they're trying to sell this shit like she just got thrown off the Hell in a Cell like Nick Foley. Fucking
kind of a bold move to have a London pay-per-view and have your very prominent London wrestler, your British Bulldog, be as heelish as he is right here. Like,
right.
A lot of times you see wrestlers in their hometown and, the fans cheer and they may like make them slightly less heelish. Oh, they're going full-blown heel with British Bulldog here.
And I'm for it. But, JR's just like, I can't concentrate on this match. We don't know the condition of Stephanie. That trash can could have had trash in it. We don't know.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was a bold move.
It was. I liked it. And so then we go to this fatal 4-way for the Women's Championship. It is Ivory defending against Jacqueline, Luna, and Tori. I'm not Tori Wilson.
Fastest 4-way match I've ever seen.
Fast and Furious 4-way. I will give him this. I will say a couple things. One, Tori did a suplex right away that looked really good, and I knew it's just a suplex, but the bitch can't wrestle. Just saying facts. I'm just throwing it out there. So that was probably the best thing you ever did. Hitting him out of the fucking park. But there were 2 cool spots. One was the 4-way sleeper hold. We had a human centipede.
The fans were booing during that.
I know, and I don't know why, because I thought that was, wow, we at least got one entertaining spot. And then the other
fans disagreed with you.
Was when they all went for pins, and every time they got kicked off the pin, they landed on Tim White. All 3 of the bitches landed on. So he's been
Tim White. I hope he's single as shit right now.
He's been danced around, danced on, and landed on. If he wasn't single before, he is now, kids.
I feel like he's going through a divorce. So WWE was like, you know what? We're giving you all the ladies.
What I've seen so far, I feel like if you interviewed Tim White and said, what was your favorite pay-per-view, he'd be like, 99 Rebellion, baby. 99 Rebellion. I got it all. I got all of the goodies.
Yeah, I just feel like I mean, especially if Tim White was the one that had this happen to again. I feel like that is a purpose. And that's like when the boys are like, I got you. You're going through a breakup. I got you. Here's some hoes. Here's some hoes. Here's some women wrestlers, you know? Yeah. So Tim White's going through a breakup, I'm pretty sure. And we're just trying to make his life a little better.
But considering that we were in the ball and panties era, this was actually a little bit of a match. This was very long.
No,
and a couple of cool spots. So anyway, it was another one of those, though. It was there. It was real quick. It was a little entertaining. We got the good old fashioned. Tim White was distracted from all the kitties and puppies he just saw. And
I mean,
Ivory took the old belt and hit Jacqueline with it. And,
somebody should check his blood pressure. Holy crap. He's about to.
She walks away with the victory, and I can already see, and this leads me back to why we love wrestling, because I paused it right after the commercial break, and we can already see Stephanie's on a fucking stretcher from a
trash can
with a neck brace. So this is gonna be good shit. This is why we love wrestling. I guess I got to rank this. I'm just gonna go 2 this time. I'm not gonna have any hose this time. I'm just gonna go
2. If this was a better match, right here, this would be 4 sleepers, like 4 people.
It would be if it was a good match, but
it's not. So we're just gonna stick with 2.
The poor ladies, you know, but
it was just too fast. It was too quick. It just there wasn't much to this. It didn't.
Quick side note: he actually was married. Tim had a wife, and they were actually together until she passed away in 2016. So this is just another one of those lives of a wrestler. Honey, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be hoes and lap dances and all sorts of women landing on me.
And they lasted many years after this. Wow.
Literally till she died.
She was comfortable with this situation.
Of course, he's dead now too, but there you go, life of a wrestler.
Huh.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's see what's next in this extravaganza.
Maybe they were just having some struggles. Oh, yeah, so you got the next.
Struggles real. All right, so here we go with our next match, and now we're back to the crowd into it, and another barn burner, my opinion.
And we also got Chris Jericho doing the entrance I'm used to. I mean, more like where they brought the camera down, and he already had the arms out. Yeah.
You know where Chris Jericho got that from?
Where's
whole
that?
Standing backwards before he turns around thing. His inspiration for that came from Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson used to come out at the beginning of a show and he would just stand there and let the crowd cheer and soak it in before he actually did anything. And Jericho thought it was so cool that someone could just stand there and not say a fucking word.
That kind of fits his outfit choices too.
Yeah, so that's where he got that from.
Flamboyant, shiny outfits. That's very Michael Jackson as well. I never compared Michael Jackson with Chris Jericho, but now that you bring it up,
Never.
Ever again.
I heard Jericho talk about that on his podcast, which, I'm a podcast fan, but Jericho's, because there's so many cool names out there, right? Like Ted's is Everybody's Got a Pod. Foley's got the God of, what is it? The God of Podcast or something like that. I don't forget. But anyway, his is just Talk is Jericho. It's just that, but,
That is perfect for Jericho. It
is. It's actually got a catchy tune, too. It just starts out, Talk is Jericho, baby, talk. Anyway, that's a whole other podcast about a podcast. Here we go with our next match. They told the backstory, and if you remember, the first time we saw Jericho was a pay-per-view where he was talking trash to Road Dogg. They didn't actually fight, but we got to see him talk trash to him. And then they tell us that Jericho almost ended Road Dogg's career. So we have us a story. The crowd was into it the whole time. We got Jericho doing shit that you don't see everybody doing in WWE at this time. I know today the flippy floppies are everywhere, but the springboard drop kick, I think he did like a springboard DDT at one point or some shit. Road Dogg is entertaining as hell. This was a great match.
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Something I wanted to bring up, this isn't about the match, but after rewatching the situation with British Bulldog and everything, I noticed a little something. When British Bulldog throws the trash can, you obviously hear a thump on it like a locker,
Yeah.
and not a human being. So
You hear it thump the wall. I was gonna not point it out because I didn't want to give away too much how the sausage is made, but he also threw the trash can in the opposite spot where Stephanie actually was. Like she was on this far side of the room, and he threw the trash can directly beside him, and that's not even where Stephanie was standing. So,
I mean,
you know,
I get that.
but the noise, yeah, it was a very loud.
You
very
can tell
loud.
that wasn't a person that got
No,
hit.
that was not a person, not at all. But the ending of this was cool too. Road Dogg actually went to do his little dancing punch, which has to be a Dusty inspiration, I'm guessing, because it's a lot like Dusty used to do. But when he went to hit that final punch, Jericho ducked and he took the ref out. The referee out. Then Curtis Hughes, I guess, was coming in to check on the ref. I don't know. But he kind of ended up hitting the Road Dogg with a chair. That's what happened.
Oh, well, sometimes you're trying to get a chair to help the ref get in the chair,
That's exactly what I thought.
You accidentally trip and you accidentally hit Road Dogg over the head with the chair.
I assume that's what happened. He was
absolutely what happened. 100%.
Yeah. Bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Didn't work. Road Diggity Dog kicked out. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And the crowd loved it. The crowd popped so much when he kicked out. Like they were into this match the whole time, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But of course, we get to the end, and Road Dogg punches Jericho, and he punches Hughes, and the ref's distracted, and Jericho does the old ball shot for the win.
Yeah.
Which I don't care how big you are and how strong you are, that'll take you down. You will go down. That is the nutshell. Will do it every time.
Yeah, it will.
But a whole lot of fun and longer than the matches we've got these last few times. This one was actually like 10 minutes. It was like double, triple length.
This is our longest match so far. Yeah,
it actually is. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to give this 4 suckets.
I'm going with 4 shake, rattle, and oh.
And by the way, props for this picture. Look, I've seen a lot of pictures over the years of the wrestlers and the DX and the Road Dogg. I've never seen him doing the DX like this with the pinkies. I don't know why he's doing it, but it fucking cracks me up. I love it. I don't know.
I just happened to find it. Yeah.
Suck the tiny version. Suck it. It's just funny. I don't know.
Actually, I can tell you exactly how long this match was. It was 11 minutes and 58 seconds.
So it is the longest match so far on the card for sure. Yeah.
100%. Well, yeah. The closest one after that is 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
I thought they were all about the longer ones were kind of like 5 minutes, and then the women's match was probably like 3 something. So
the women's match is the longest. It's 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
There you go.
After that, it'd be the Godfather and Gangrel at 6:19. Gotta love cage match. It gives me the amount of time that every match is.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, well, let's move on and see what's next, and let's hope Stephanie's okay. I don't know if I can concentrate until I hear what the trash can did. Gotta know Stephanie's okay.
Yeah. And also, I can probably explain why you think the other matches might have been longer. It's because the women's match, there was no trash talk, there was no promo work. It was straight up the match.
It was just trash.
The other, the other matches were all like there was long entrances, conversations, everything before we got to the match. It just made them seem longer, but they weren't.
Right. All right. Well, let's see what's next on this card. Rebellion. All right. So here we go. Our next match, the challenge that was thrown out earlier. China, Jeff Jarrett, the Intercontinental title. Short match, we can call it that. I won't call it
that. Sorry.
No dying on air. No dying on air. We don't want to go viral that way. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's how we want to. Anyway, and man, you said it earlier, but I know I'm going to skip ahead and go straight to the ending. But here we go again. They're going full heel with Bulldog in his hometown. Fuck the hometown hero shit. We're going to go hometown psycho and just see.
Is this actually his hometown, though? Or is this just he's
now okay? It's his home country. I don't think he's actually from Birmingham. No, he's from one of those towns that have like 2 names, I think, or something. But his home country still. The match is going along, and the Bulldog comes out to interfere. I also love the fact that China's already wrestling a man, but for some reason it's a lot worse when Bulldog attacks China because he's bigger, I guess. I don't know.
He is a big dude.
He is a big dude. But like,
I guess
he's literally wrestling a man. I think it's more just the fact that he's being the heel that he's being. Got the people.
I guess I said that, you know, I'm shocked that they decided to go full heel with Bulldog, but I just it just dawned on me there's another part of this. They're in London. They're in well, I don't even think it's London actually.
No, they're in Birmingham. They're in
Birmingham. They're in Birmingham. They're in England.
Yeah.
And no, they're not going hometown hero, but Bulldog is all over this pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like,
he's everywhere. Yeah.
He is. They were like, well, he's from here, so let's just throw him everywhere.
As a matter of fact, I didn't bring it up, and maybe I missed it, but I guess I didn't miss it. I just forgot to bring it up. But when China was responding to Jarrett's challenge, Bulldog interrupted her.
Yeah, this was a retaliation.
You're right. They're tying Bulldog in through this whole thing, and I don't remember this. And I'm wondering if he's going to be involved in the main event somehow too.
I know he has a match.
Yeah, he does have a match against X-Pac. We know that.
Yeah, he faces X-Pac. No, not yes. Next is Kane versus Big Show. After that, Bulldog's matches.
Oh, Kane and Big Show. We got some meat in the next match.
But yeah, I don't foresee a world where Bulldog does not get involved in the steel
in the main event.
Match.
Yeah, I expect that the way this is going for sure. As far as this one, it was DQ because of the interference. It was very short, but they're telling stories. They're just trying to keep things continuing.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I mean, this is Jeff Jarrett's second match. We've already seen Jeff Jarrett today. So, yeah, I didn't mind that it was cut short because of story-wise. It fit the story. And all was logical. Jeff Jarrett taking I guess it wasn't really a win. It technically would be a win for China if it's disqualification, but still, I think Jeff Jarrett was fine with watching China get her ass beat by the British Bulldog.
Exactly, I do too. And even though it was short, I'm still going to give it a 3 because it's tying things together and it has story to it. So I didn't hate it. And there's other short matches on here. It's not a squash; it was a storytelling device.
I will say, I find it interesting, and I think this is a choice. I think this is a choice to give China this independence push. No Triple H whatsoever when China's on there.
Interesting you bring that up because I didn't say anything about it, but in my head, especially when Jarrett went to put the figure 4 on her after Bulldog order, you took her out. I'm thinking, no game.
Yeah, traditionally, if a man is beating up my lady,
yeah,
I'm going to, especially if fucking Bulldog comes out and cockblock or
I wonder
attacks her.
And if it's long-term storytelling, because now I think about it too, and like every time China wrestles, Triple H, you think would go out there with her. She always goes out with him, but he doesn't go out with her. You think he'd be out there anyway,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know he has the world title match, but
let's also realize that Triple H is in the main event. That Bulldog is probably going to interfere in. So I'm curious where we're going with this. I think if I'm going to guess, it was an intentional choice not to have Triple H at all in her segments to solidify her as a force, as an independent. Like, you do not want to give she's obviously they're trying to make it where, she's just as good. She can face men, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
So you throw Triple H out there, you can be like, well, Triple H made sure you win, or Triple H was there to help you.
Your point makes sense, especially because they're choosing to put her against men. They need her to look strong. She doesn't need a man to help her beat men. So it doesn't
exactly.
Yeah, good point.
But the other weird part is they're kind of playing her off as the face, and Triple H is not. But she's still with Triple H when Triple H goes out.
That's that gray area again we always talk about, right? This is the NWO area. So the bad is good, good is bad. You don't know what's what. That great.
Yeah, so she's a fan favorite, not a heel.
And unless you're Jeff Jarrett, you're a fucking heel because you know how to get the heat. What did they say he was?
You attacked a woman with a freaking vacuum. Yes, you are. You know how to get some heat.
They said some shit about Jarrett's in the middle of his chauvinist tour or some shit like that. His male chauvinistic tour. They said some shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think you gave this a ranking.
Oh no, I did not. I'm gonna go with 3.5. Bulldog trains. I don't know. I mean, she just got hit by a train.
We have to have trains all night.
I'm sorry, she got hit by a British train.
You know, Ho train, British train, X-Pac train.
You know, originally when I was doing the shake, rattle, roll, because that's the name. That's what he called that, like, punch combination, shake, rattle, and roll. I was originally gonna go with shake, rattle, and ho, but that doesn't really fit that match. But you know, we saw hoes earlier, so I'm like shake, rattle, ho. And then I was like, you know what? He just got hit in the balls, so I came up with a different option.
Nothing's going to beat the devastating facial anyway. So
I did.
Most devastating move in wrestling.
I legit thought that would have been a perfect name for him.
I can't forget about it.
Like that wasn't a joke. That was a.
I know.
Why didn't we do this?
They nailed it with Money Shot, but we didn't.
Like, come on, WWE, pay me. I got you.
All they had to do was grab the brass ring, like it says. Like,
yeah, you know, just.
All right, well, pretty entertaining so far. We know what's next. You told us we get to see Kane and Big Show. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, this is a rematch, I believe.
Yeah, they've been dragging this out for a while.
They have
several pay-per-views. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's check it out. All right, so here we go with our next match. A feud that's been going on for several. If I can talk pay-per-views, it's Big Show and Kane in a no disqualification match. I was a little disappointed, only because it was a no DQ match, and we really didn't get a lot of weapons, toys, and shenanigans like I thought we might. Maybe I'm a little too critical, but
I mean, when you have two giants, do we really need them?
Well, if it's a no DQ, I want to see some shits go down. You know what I'm saying? But I will say one of the moves of the night happened because that fucking insecurity by Kane was ridiculous.
Yeah, he keeps doing that over and over again.
That shit looked like a fucking cruiserweight was doing that shit. That was incredible. That was impressive.
Yeah.
But part of me wonders, I think, to me, it legit looked like when he failed at the tombstone, it looked like he really couldn't get Big Show up all the way to do that tombstone.
I mean, that would be a hard person to get a tombstone on.
Even though, you know,
I would have gone with just a choke slam.
The guy has to help too, but I legit think that it was probably too much.
Help or not, that would be difficult as shit.
And Kane's not a small guy.
But
every time that we watch Kane fight, I can't help but in my head go, "This guy's a fucking mayor now." I mean,
yeah,
he's a mayor now.
Yeah, hell.
He better win every election, or he's going to tombstone your ass.
But you think that's why he keeps winning is because, like, nobody wants to face off against him.
That's right. No one wants any part of the mayor. No one wants. They knew this was going to happen. This was always the plan. DX knew they'd be running shit. Kane knew he'd be a mayor, and Undertaker knew he'd want WWE to buy AAA. What?
I just wish that he would have ran as Kane and not Glenn Jacobs.
Right. 2025, Kane's a mayor and Undertaker's booking AAA.
I will.
But
help you.
Oh, dude, I missed the voice modular thing. Didn't last long. I thought that was good shit.
Yeah.
I like that. What's your favorite scary movie?
Have we already passed the voice modulator?
Yeah, that was.
Or is he still kind of silent?
He's still kind of silent, but I think he had the modular in the very beginning, if I remember right. When he was shooting with Undertaker. I could be wrong, but
maybe.
As far as this goes, we did get a little bit of a classic at the end. The Big Show did go to get a chair to help. He went to go after Kane, who was in the corner, and we got the old boot up, and the chair smacked Big Show in the face, and then we got the power slam as a finisher, the body slam, because he's too big to fucking tombstone, so we got a body slamming.
I mean, that's fair. I don't.
It is fair. I'm not
whatsoever.
Mad. I'm not mad whatsoever. Like you said, though, I just would have went choke slam. That you could pull.
Not everybody can be like John Cena and literally catch Big Show from the damn air.
Yeah. And both
still one of the most impressive things I think I've ever seen.
You know, both these guys are still green, but I can say that I have noticed Big Show getting better as we've been watching this. You can tell he's improving his in-ring ability. So
yeah, this was a fun big man versus small.
Oh, it was. That's the other thing.
Big man match.
You never know when big man versus big man. It can be really good or really bad. This was a good match. It was fine. I'm even going to let's see. I'll give this 3.5 body slams. Never mind, the tombstone's not happening.
I was gonna go with 3. It's cool, Kane. I get it.
It's cool. It's cool.
That's a big man.
No one's hating. I'm not gonna pick the Big Show up, so I'm not hating on you. That's for sure. Shit.
I can't pick up the Big Show.
Big Show actually said in an interview he didn't like that music. He didn't like his entrance music.
Oh.
But everybody's different taste. I guess I
got used to it, but I don't know if I love it.
Right. Yeah, he said he was never a huge fan of it. And I forget what he said he originally pitched for what he wanted for his kind of music, but he ended up getting stuck with that. So, it was okay at first, but it should have changed eventually.
It's more rockabilly, so I'm not a big fan. I get it.
Yeah. And he wasn't either. And that's the thing. I think at first he wanted like some kind of band to do his song, or he had a band that was willing to do a song, but it just never happened. It was some story like that. But anyway, it was still a good matchup of two big men, and now I'm really interested to see what's going to happen because the Bulldog's coming, baby.
Go.
I want to see what happens here with Bulldog and X-Pac. Let's do it.
X-Pac's going to have one night in Britain.
Oh, no. Wrong one. Downloaded the wrong cock. Wrong one. Oh, jeez. This guy. He'll be here all week, folks. All right, so here goes our next match. This was kind of weird. I remember the Bulldog switching to a bad guy and wrestling in jeans, which is already kind of weird, but I forgot they gave him different music. He's not using the old national anthem or whatever that song is that he does.
Oh, I didn't even notice the music.
Yeah, different music. A dog barks at the beginning, and then it's different music. It's not traditional, Dun, 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 dun. And he's wrestling in jeans.
Well, I knew they did that.
And we know why he wrestled X-Pac, because he needed someone he could throw around. Look like the
he did.
the dominant guy that he is. I mean, X-Pac did get some moves in, and the crowd was into it the whole time, but they were also cheering for X-Pac the entire time.
Yeah.
So I guess I should mention before this, we saw an interview with Triple H. He answered the question for us. He hasn't been out there because Triple H doesn't care about Jeff Jarrett, China, the Bulldog, or anybody else right now. He only cares about his title. And the look on Michael Cole's face was great when he was like, I don't care about China. Like that moment you saw Michael change his expression,
I feel like this is going to split them up.
Right? Triple H's like, fuck everybody right now. I just care about my belt. That's it.
Well, we got to be getting close to when he kidnapped Stephanie, right?
Yeah, because right now they're in the middle of a whole test. Yeah, so China won't be here much longer either. I don't know. She stays a little while after all that goes down. But yeah, we're getting close to all that.
Yeah, this breakup has to be like this. That breakup sounds like it's coinciding with the kidnapping.
Yeah. I did love the way that this match ended. Bulldog dropped X-Pac right on his jewels on the top rope, which we all know looks very painful every time.
Every time.
I imagine it'd be hard to fake because you and I know those are fucking cables. There's nothing rope about them.
I can't even freaking imagine. After running on those,
off of them,
can you imagine landing on them?
No.
At your ball area? I hope they wear cups.
Yeah. And after the ball shake, he picked him up and gave him the power slam. It was cool. It was like a combo. Ball buster into a power slam. Game over.
I don't know how X-Pac takes that and then it takes it to China. So, yeah.
Even more.
Injury. He should be on the injured reserve on his nuts.
He also had the famous ripped his asshole doing a Bronco Buster once.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was before One Night in China too. So I mean, ripping your asshole. Oh, that doesn't sound good either. I don't know what's worse, the ball shot or that. He's like, move on, cut that.
I imagine the ball shot is gonna suck when it happens. That asshole thing is a lingering injury, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the recovery
and we sit everywhere. Can you imagine sitting with a fucking ripped asshole?
Or using the restroom, for goodness sakes.
Oh!
I wonder if he had to take shit to make him not. I wonder if he had to not shit for like a week. Like you have to take this to back.
I'd be dead. I can't do this anymore.
I couldn't even imagine. Let's just move on from that.
Where's that colostomy bag? And that's what I would just throw it in there. I don't care. Right? Oh no! Oh.
Short. Another
Can we
short.
move on? Can we
another
move on?
short. We're doing another short match, but we got some more story during it. They're still trying to dramatize Stephanie's trash can shot, and the Bulldog wins. Bulldog wins, and it's another. It was fine. It kept to the story, and I expected. I actually didn't expect X-Pac to get as much in as he did. Like I thought they were going to just have Bulldog come out and steamroll his ass.
Squash.
I thought it was going to be just because of the way they've been setting it up. It kind of still was. I mean, he got his comeback. He got his babyface comeback, and then that was it. So another decent match. I'm going to give this 3 ballbusters without broken assholes, or 3 Bronco without broken assholes.
I'll give it 3. I don't want to talk about any of those anymore.
We don't talk about Bruno or ripped assholes.
We don't talk about assholes. No. We don't talk about ball sacks.
Oh, yes, we do. Who are we lying?
Yeah, we do. We totally do. But not in this context.
Kitties, the cock, ball sacks. We talk about it all here, folks. It's a variety show.
This is like the most inappropriate show ever. Maybe we'd have more listeners if we tried to clean it up.
I don't know, but it's fun, right? All right, well, let's move on. We got a 3-way next.
I don't want my kids listening to us.
Really, we don't want them watching the shit we're covering either, so it all just goes together. Right?
Actually, I take that back. I have 2 adult kids. They can listen to it all they want.
There you go.
It's the 7-year-old.
We've never called this family friendly. To be fair, we have never said this is.
I have an explicit tag on every episode.
That's right. We have a disclaimer. Yeah. All right, well, let's move on and see how this triple threat tag goes. All right, so here we go. A good old triple threat tornado tag, and before the match, we got to see a little bit of the super heavyweight shit with the Hollies. The thing I was talking about that I love, the scale. The Hollies were great.
I love them coming out and they're like, and weighing in 800 pounds.
Yes.
Like, I remember them doing that, and I love that shit.
It is. It's such great shit, and I think I bring this up every time, but I just know we're so close. I can't wait till we get to the 24/7 rule with the hardcore title and Crash is the champ. And we're going to see, like, fights at McDonald's and all sorts of shit. I can't wait to get there. But right now we are here at this triple threat tornado tag, which is also an elimination tag. You don't have to eliminate both men from a team, but you do have to eliminate, the teams. And we already know the Acolytes are out here just killing motherfuckers again. Good job. I guess I always knew it. I can't say I was not an Acolyte fan, but I just guess I forgot how they made everything.
I remember liking the Acolytes and APA a lot.
Oh yeah, I love the APA, but when I think about them, I think more about the backstage segments when they start playing poker and shit, and they have the fake door.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, this was a great match. The fans were into it. Perfect little precursor before you do your main event. No title on the line, but it didn't matter. Very entertaining, and it was fun. I love me some tag team wrestling. Edge and Christian looked great. They're obviously behind Edge and Christian quite a bit. I think they've been on a winning streak since we've seen them anyway.
Yeah, Christian took that clothesline from hell, and I was like, oh,
dude,
he's dead. But then
fucking Bradshaw's just hitting them bitches at it, like Oprah with the clothesline from hell. Now you get a clothesline.
Actually, I think it was Edge that took it. Did I say Christian?
You said Christian, but yeah, towards the end there, that was Edge that took that clothesline from hell, and then Christian broke up the pin.
Yeah.
Then Bradshaw went for a superplex, but got a DDT for his efforts, and Edge and Christian win. So there you go. We're getting close to so much. TLCs are around the corner, like. And I'm just getting excited because we're going to start reaching that era or two where you said you weren't watching. So I'm just excited.
I'm very excited. We're only a couple pay-per-views away from that. Well, not necessarily from when I wasn't. I'm sure I was watching in 2000. I was watching up until I graduated high school. So
now I got to admit that there's some stuff there between 2000 2001 that I missed too. So it's going to be some good stuff. But
I specifically remember when I stopped watching. It would have been, let's see, end of schools around May, right? May or June almost.
Yes.
So when I graduated high school and I started living with my ex-wife, before she was my ex-wife, I didn't have cable. So that's when I stopped. So we're talking like 2021, around June-ish. that I stopped watching wrestling. So we still got a year or so.
At least one more year. At least
Yeah.
one more year. All right. Well, as far as this one goes, it's amazing too. By the way, I mean, if the Hollies weighed about 1,000 pounds, we got like 3,000 pounds of weight in the ring. I don't know how they held all this shit, but
Well,
I'm gonna give it. It was another fun one. I'll give it a 3.5. The half's for you, Crash. Super heavyweight, you.
yeah, I'm gonna go with 3.5 clotheslines from hell.
Dude, Clothesline from Hell, one of my favorites.
It's the best clothesline in the game.
Best clothesline ever.
100%.
Yeah.
It always
To this
was
day,
devastating.
probably always will be. I don't think anyone's ever going to do it like that. But
No.
good shit. Here we are. We're at our main event, and I don't even know what to expect. I can definitely say, without a doubt, 100% that I never watched this pay-per-view. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I expect shenanigans with Bulldog. Hell, after his statement, I wouldn't be shocked if China comes out and doesn't help the way we think she will, because she said, he said he doesn't care. I don't care about you, China. I care about my belt. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, kids. We always say I hope you watch along with us, and I hope you do, because if you want to know how to pull off the art of professional wrestling, fucking watch this. I already know that your favorite wrestler is in this match, and I know he gets a lot of hate, but I say it all the time. There's no reason to hate Triple H. Fucking watch Triple H in a match, for God's sakes. Okay?
It's not my fault you hate perfection.
Right. Now, come on, you put two of the best performers, best sellers, best storytellers, best guys on the mic in the fucking cage together, and took all my money. I would have paid to watch this.
I'm trying to keep my mouth shut here, but I have some raging to do. I'm gonna start talking like my brother.
Rage away. What are you raging about?
Why the fuck did Earl Hebner take away a steel chair in a no disqualification steel cage match?
I was going to bring that up and say he deserved to get knocked out, but now you sound like me too. Don't just say this is the kind of stuff I bitch about all the time. It's no DQ. He had no right to do that. He deserved
Steel
to get
cage
knocked
is no disqualification. There is no reason for the referee to try to take the steel cage. That was a legal move, and you got punched for it.
And fuck out.
If you weren't knocked out, you just made The Rock win the match. If you weren't knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fuck out.
Why the fuck did the referee do that?
Speaking of selling, by the way, maybe he was working with The Rock, but speaking of selling, Earl Hebner should get an Oscar for that fucking knock. Like, he was knocked the fuck out. How long did these guys? I mean, Earl gets knocked out. The Rock escapes, but there's no ref. Triple H follows him out. And how long did they fight outside before they got
good while. Earl got to take a bit of a nap.
Not only fought outside, but The Rock got on the mic and on commentary after he hit Triple H with a chair.
Yes, he did.
Technically,
Triple H might have won that match right then and there. There would have been no more shenanigans needed.
Yeah. You know what? You're the heel, and I'm not normally on your side, but I'm on your side here. I'm on your side. If Earl would have been awake when The Rock hit Triple H with a chair, he wouldn't have said fucking a word. But if Triple H tries to use a chair, no.
Literally tries to take it away from him.
Yeah.
He does take it away from him.
Yeah. And cost him the title. They tried to say Bulldog cost Rock the title. No. Earl did. It's Earl's fault. Earl screwed The Rock and Brett. He's just screwed everybody. No. I liked it, though. I liked the fact that Earl got knocked out and was out and didn't see The Rock escape at first. And we got everybody we thought we would. We got Bulldog and China. China surprised me.
Yeah, she wasn't against Triple
China's
H.
flipping
Even
loyal.
After Triple H says that he doesn't give a shit.
Literally said, I don't care about China right now.
But I guess you can take that. We might take that as kind of that's kind of a dick move. But you could also take that. I'm so focused on this title that no one else matters. And you know what? For a champion, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And she did the classic, like, there's nothing better than the fucking chair cage door to the head. Like, that shot is always good. When you just slam the cage door on someone's head. It's always a good shot. There was one illogical spot towards the end of the match. This isn't like...
Was that Earl Hebner taking the damn steel cage from Triple H's hands? That was illogical as fuck.
That was earlier, and that was bullshit. But the other thing was
bullshit.
logical, which I know they had to do for the finish of the match. But towards the end, Triple H was down, and The Rock could win the match. And instead of going out the door that's wide fucking open, he decides to start climbing the cage.
You gotta have a little bit of drama, my friend. A little drama is what we're doing. This is a show.
They needed time for the Bulldog to come out. That's all it was. I get the drama aspect, and logically he was closer to the wall, but it's easier to go out the door. But his face wouldn't do that. Triple H would have ran out that fucking door.
If we're going to be completely honest, I don't like the door. I've never, and I mean, yeah, sure, I like the whole hitting someone over the head with the door. In a steel cage match, I want there to be one way out, one way to win. No pins, no submission, no fucking door. You climb out. That is the only way to win. If I was booking matches, that is the only way to win is to climb out that cage. That's what makes a cage match special in my eyes.
Yeah. And see, we must have never really talked about this because I'm the opposite way. I'm the opposite way in that I don't like the climb out. It should be pins or submission only. The point of a cage is to keep them in. Like, I don't like the climb out. I think that it like all my video games, when I play cage matches, I make sure that it says that you have to win by pinfall or submission.
I shut that off. I shut that off. I shut off if there's an option, I shut off the door. I want one way to escape. One way, and that is to climb out the cage. You know what? If you want fucking pins in a cage match, watch a fucking Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell is what you want. Steel cage match, climb out.
To your point, to your point of what you like, that's how this one was, by the way. Pinfalls and submissions did not count in this cage match. You had to escape. Earl wasn't even in the ring. So pinfalls were not even an option in this one, just like the way you like it. So.
Well,
either way.
I've noticed most of the time pins and submissions are not available. However, the door seems to be, I guess, the whole idea of you can only escape by by climbing. Apparently, that didn't happen as often as I thought it did.
Right.
I think it was just a matter of people just did the climb out instead.
And it's like you just said, there's more drama in climbing the cage than going out the door.
That's what I like.
And
like I said, the way you like it is a Hell in a Cell. Don't get me wrong, I love me a Hell in a Cell as well. But there's no climbing out of a Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, ask McFoley that. Well, technically he climbed.
There's ways to get off the cell.
Yeah, there's one way up and one way down.
Really long ways to get off the cell. Don't get me wrong, I love a good Hell in a Cell match as well. But I look at a Hell in a Cell match as different than a steel cage match. In a steel cage match, I don't want to see you pinning.
And I guess we got to talk. I mentioned China and Bulldog came out, but we also had Shane came out to try to attack Bulldog. That didn't end well for him. Got power slams on the outside.
And then we got Vince
Then the boys came
out.
The boys came out before that.
That's true. That's true.
Them came out. They got their ass kicked, and then Vince came out, and locked them in the cage with the Rock. So, and we got the People's Elbow. We got the Rock's trash talk before. So this is 5 stars to me.
This is a weird pay-per-view.
It's a weird pay-per-view, but this main event, this is a 5-star main event.
We had no Mankind and no Stone Cold Steve Austin. We did get double fingers, however.
Now, I think at this time, Stone Cold may have a legit injury. Remember, he was a special rep last pay-per-view. I think this is one of those times when he actually has
You think that's why he was a special referee?
It's still, though, weird that he's not here because even back in the day when Stone Cold was hurt, he was pretty much on everything, even if he couldn't wrestle and show up. So it is interesting he's not here.
Yeah, it was weird. 2 huge stars not being at this pay-per-view.
Of course,
maybe they just couldn't travel. I mean, this isn't in England.
Possible. They may not have been able to travel. It is also possible that there may have been some house shows going on at the same time, and you still have to have some star power for your house shows. Yeah. So
maybe Stone Cold got a little in trouble with the Red Light District last time he was there.
Oh, good.
Drank a little too much, you know. He's not welcome back into the UK. I don't know.
You never know. All right.
Yeah, I did notice a huge gap without Stone Cold.
By the way, I didn't mention it at the beginning, and I forgot this, but they talked about it before the main event. This was literally only 6 days after Unforgiven, which was like, wow, the last pay-per-view we just covered. This was literally 6 days after that.
Well, in fairness, Mankind probably takes so much of a beating. He was
like, I gotta have a break, guys.
I can't do that that quick. I need a little bit more time to rest. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Oh, good shit.
I forgot about that. You're right. This is like,
well, like I said, I
directly
forgot.
after.
They mentioned it, right before this main event. I forgot. So yeah. So what do you think? What is this? You didn't rank it. I ranked it. This is a 5 for me.
I don't know. This is a tough one to rank because it was a really good match, but I'm pissed.
Oh,
I'm angry.
All part of the story.
I'm angry that
all part of the story.
Earl Hebner had no business grabbing that steel cage. I am mad about that.
I know. I bring it up.
I'm giving this 5 bullshits because that's what this was. It was great, but bull fucking shit.
Yeah. It was the same thing earlier, and I don't think it was Earl as a ref, but in the Kane and Big Show match, they were talking about how Kane was going for the ropes, and they were like, "Why? It wouldn't matter. You can't rope break. Fucking no DQ match."
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's a no DQ match. There's no reason the referee should. And it was done by Earl Hebner, of all people. Yeah. Like, I know this referee. I know his name. Why the fuck is he touching my man's chair?
Don't touch it.
He just needed to sit down. We just ripped it out from him. That's just rude.
All right. Well, we got to pick some matches.
We do.
Favorite match of the night.
Tough one, really.
I
mean, I got to go main event. If I give it 5 stars, it's got to be right.
And I don't think I can. I don't think there's another match that can even hold a candle. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this has been a bad pay-per-view.
No. I think I had a couple 4s, and then everything else, there were a couple 2s, but I know Jared.
The main event was really good.
The main event, though, was just the total package, but not like.
All right, well, then let's go to the next one, which I think is going to be slightly more challenging.
Worst match of the night.
Worst match. I'm so professional. I'm going back real quick just to double overlook everything before I make this pick, because there wasn't a lot of bad matches in this at all. And I was almost I think I'm actually going to go with Val Venus versus Mark Henry because of the crowd is all I'm basing it on. There were really no bad matches, and there were even a couple of great spots in the women's match, which is what I almost picked. But for some reason, the crowd was just dead during that Val and Mark Henry match. It was kind of quick, but I love the money shot, so I don't know. I'm just going by the crowd reaction, basically.
I'm going with the main event because Earl Hebner ruined it by stealing that damn steel cage.
We have a first ever on the show. The same match is his favorite and his least favorite of the night. It's a first, folks. It's history here on the show.
If I was going for
history. It's history.
If I was going for real, I'd probably go with the women's match, though.
Yeah. And I almost picked that one, like I said, but at least it had a story and it had a couple of cool spots. But there were really when it comes down to it, there were really no stinkers. The women's match wasn't totally horrible either. So it was one of those pay-per-views. Good shit.
It was just mostly forgettable. It's not like it was a bad match. It was just mostly forgettable.
It was quick and it was
kind of for a fatal 4-way, it was quick. Like, it was just like you just wanted to get rid of it.
I personally want to thank Triple H, The Rock, and that asshole Earl, because if the main event wouldn't have been that great, I was fucking up to that point. It was going to be Jeff Jarrett again, and I didn't want to give that motherfucker another match of the night. I already did it once.
I've been doing all these records. You should like stats our favorites and stuff. And
yeah, Jeff Jarrett's had one favorite match. You got lucky.
Yeah. That might
Wasn't
be
even a
kind.
minute.
That would be kind of cool. But yeah,
Wasn't even a
I
main
am.
event. Wasn't even
In
a main
case anybody's interested, I am currently, when it comes to statting this up, my next one I need to do is Survivor Series 1995, and the last one I did was the In Your House 4 Great White North. So I am slowly inching my way, but now we have like 12 pay-per-views a year, so it's going to take me even longer, because before I was just doing the big four.
Right.
I will say that all these In Your Houses, at least these early ones, are going by super quick.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Because like they're like 4 or 5 matches each. They're like real quick and not a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, that's one good thing for sure. And this will be Rebellion will be something that'll be easy to rank when we get to it, because there's only like 3 of them or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I keep thinking we get a few more fucking years down the road, we're gonna have a separate episode to rank WrestleManias. Like, we'll have to cover the WrestleMania and then just have a whole other episode to rank them. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, with these, I mean, we're just probably going to be. I mean, we'll get to rank it twice, because I think I don't really start focusing on the rankings until 3 pay-per-views in.
Yeah. So, but all right, well, we watched the pay-per-view, we talked bullshit, we picked some matches. You got to plug some. Oh, by the way, before we plug pluggables, quick tease. I forgot. I want to tease everybody and not just you. This is just the tip. Next week, I have it on good source that we will officially have the next face of Mock Foley next week here on the show. I'll give you a little tease. Now, we all met Mock, and we know that his first face is Unkind. And for the second face, we're just going to say we know that Mick Foley has Cactus Jack, and that's your tease. That's all you get.
So next is Cactus Jack. All right.
A little tease there. Okay. Now we can plug some plugins.
All right. Well, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can also find me at the X on Dragon Blazer Pro.
X. We are at the Boomer and Blaze show and all the good stuff. Oh, wait,
I thought you were telling me to stop it. Actually.
No, I'm sorry.
I was like, "What is this?"
We were at the Boomer and Blaze show on the Facebook, the TikToks. There we go. The YouTubes, the Instas. And of course, on that X, we have to be at Boomer_Blaze.
I was waiting for you to say something.
Something. What did I say? Oh, about that? What? Huh?
Yeah. I was waiting for you before I put it up there.
I know I'm horrible at this. That's why he's the producer, kids. I'll get like halfway. We'll be like doing a show, and I can load my own graphics now, so he can put them up. But I'll go to he'll go to do something, and I won't take anything down, and then I run out of space. I'm horrible at this part of it.
Yeah.
That's why you make big bucks.
Sorry, what was that?
Funniest joke all day, right there.
Big bucks. Oh,
Big bucks. Oh, wait, you know what else I suck about? I think because this was like an NWA pay-per-view with 375 matches, I forgot what I was doing. There we go. Our next pay-per-view will be No Mercy, 1999. There you go. That's what's next week. No Mercy, 99.
No Mercy, 99.
Oh.
Yeah. And,
oh, you're going to love this cover. We were just talking about it.
Sorry, 1 second. I've got someone at my door.
Oh. But yes, I know you'll be excited about next week and the cover art, not only because it's one of your favorites, but it's the perfect time to reveal the next face of Foley, because Foley's on here. It's No Mercy. Look at that. We got Sacco, too.
No mask.
No mask. That's Mankind. No mask. Or Mock Foley. There you go.
You do realize that you're about to be Sacco.
I didn't know you were going to tease on the show, but it's the first time I had. Somebody's got to be Sacco.
Yeah.
That's what me, because you're Mock Foley.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to switch this one because I'm Mock Foley.
We can never switch if Mankind's on the cover or Mock. That's your, you are Mock Foley.
We might have to find you a wrestler to.
I mean, you have to realize that when I made that Unkind thing, I literally just took a picture that's your face and everything of one of our cover arts, and I just ripped that off and put it right on his face.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It's scary. But anyway, there you go. That's next week. No Mercy. And we'll have a new face of Foley. And by golly, we might even throw a video game review in. Why not just
We
make
might.
it a trifecta?
Just make it all-
Make it a barrel of fun. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Until then, let's stop the hate. I had to say it one more time. This has been the Boomer Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
Stop the hate on a wrestling podcast where
Yes.
literally their whole brand is hate. But anyways,
Exactly. I am Boomer.
and I'm Blaze.
Good night from Dragon Blazer Studios.
Have a bad day.
See, he loves you.